Hello and welcome to another GCSE Computer Science video with me, Mr Goff, for MrGoff.com. This video will focus on the Internet. The Internet is a network of interconnected computer networks that spans the globe. The World Wide Web is the collection of web pages and other resources hosted on web servers and accessible via the Internet. A domain name is the unique name by which a website is known. For example, my website is called MrGoff.com. Domain names are often made up of different extensions that can be split up into different levels. Top-level domains include generic domains like .com, .edu and .org, which give an idea of the purpose of the website, and country-based top-level domains, for example, .uk for the United Kingdom or .au for Australia. There are second-level domains such as .co, .gov and .sch. These are also for the purpose of giving an idea of what the website does. Third-level domains are the name of the actual website itself, so BBC in bbc.co.uk, Mr Goff in mrgoff.com and Google in google.co.uk. Resources on the Internet are actually located using IP addresses. We use domain names because these are easier for humans to remember. The Domain Name Service, or DNS for short, is used to translate domains into IP addresses for the web server where the pages are stored. The Domain Name Service uses a series of DNS servers in a hierarchy to perform the task of translating domain names into IP addresses. At each level, the DNS server will contain more URLs and their related IP addresses until finally, as it gets passed up the chain, a request may reach one of the 13 top-level DNS root servers that have all URLs and their associated IP addresses. If it is not found here, then there will be a message returned that the site does not exist. When you type in the name of a website, the first place your computer will look is in its own local DNS cache. This will have a record of all the URLs and IP addresses of sites you've recently visited. Next, it will look in the ISP's DNS cache. This will have more sites because it will have all the records of places that most people on this ISP have visited. After this, it would search out some name servers. This would keep happening until eventually it may reach a root server, which has all of the possible records. Hosting refers to storing web pages on a web server. It is possible to host your own website on a computer you own and use as a web server, but this would only suit a very small website with low numbers of visitors. Most people opt to pay for the hosting of their websites with a dedicated provider. This gives them many advantages over doing it on your own small computer. Clients, that is, computers wanting to access websites, use web browsers to access the Internet. Client machines use these browsers to make HTTP requests of the web server, which can locate and return or serve web pages and web applications. The cloud refers to a series of Internet-accessed services, including cloud storage, cloud applications, and even cloud infrastructure. Cloud storage is the storing and accessing of files via the Internet, for example, OneDrive and Google Drive. Some advantages of cloud storage include you can access files from any Internet-connected device, it's easier to share files, and the data that you store in the cloud is automatically backed up by the company that runs the service. Some disadvantages of the cloud are files are not accessible when the Internet is down, your security is trusted to a third party, and backup is trusted to a third party. This makes some people uncomfortable. Cloud applications refers to software that runs via the Internet. For example, Office 365. Some advantages of cloud applications include they can be used by less powerful and different types of devices, such as mobile phones. They can be accessed when travelling and you have to use someone else's device. There's no need to install software on multiple devices. And they can make collaborating easier as you can share a document and work on it in real time with someone else. Some disadvantages of cloud applications include the applications are not accessible when the internet is down. The cloud-based version of an application may have fewer features than its offline alternative, and it may be less customizable. Because the data for these will be stored online, some people have security concerns about cloud-based applications. Cloud infrastructure refers to the use of virtual services for things like servers, workstations, and backups. Some advantages of cloud infrastructure include that cloud infrastructure solutions are scalable and may offer cost savings. They're reliable because they can be switched to a different piece of hardware if the hardware fails. They give access to the latest technology because they're run by services that have large amounts of infrastructure that can afford to update them all the time, whereas in a private business, keeping up with the latest technology might both be costly and time-consuming. Security and backup is handled by the people that you get your infrastructure from. Some of the disadvantages of cloud infrastructure include the obvious one, that if you have no internet, then you have no access to your infrastructure. There may be less control over your data and the way that it's set up. And some people have security concerns about handing over control of that aspect to a private firm. That brings us to the end of this video on the internet. Join me again in the next video when I'll be taking a look at network topologies. Use the resources at mrgoff.com to help you revise computer science. And until next time, it's bye for now.